Each of your character's skills has a number associated with it. This is the skill rank, and it determines how good the character is with that skill. When using that skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against a difficulty check number. For example, to open a lock with a difficulty check of 15, take your skill rank and security and wisdom modifier plus d20 roll. So this is very much like an RPG. Pretty much all that. Some of the wording in this is like Dungeons and Dragons like. But yeah. But it shows you an example there. If you take your skill rank and security and your wisdom modifier and add a d20 roll to it, whatever your d20 is like a 20-sided die, to those who don't know. So pretty much it's like you can get a number 1 through 20, plus it's your wisdom modifier, plus it's your security skill, all combined. And if its total is greater than, let's say, 15 for the lock is opened. Pretty much. Let's see, I do some of these skills, as you can see scrolling down, are cross-class as opposed to class skills. Cross-class means that it's not a skill that your character that you chose, like the soldier in particular. Computer use is not one of his class skills. The soldier, for instance, will use demolitions. He'll use awareness and treat injury. But if you chose like maybe the scoundrel, he might have security, he might have repair, either repair or persuade. He might have he'll definitely have stealth, and he might have computer use. All these have descriptions off to the right, which you can check out. I'm not going to go through all of them because it's a little bit excessive, but pretty much computer use lets you use computers and how good you are at hacking into their systems, and how many computer spikes you'll use on a terminal or whatever. Demolitions is how good you are at recovering mines and putting down mines. Stealth is stealth, how you can sneak past people. Awareness is how aware you are to spot objects or enemies hidden by stealth. It's a great class to have, or skill to have, especially if you're brand new to the game and you made a soldier. Definitely go with awareness, because you'll run into trip mines and invisible enemies, or enemies hidden by stealth, and if you're not aware of where a trip mine is, it will hurt you pretty bad. And treat injury, definitely want to have at least a point or two in that. That'll help when your character uses a med pack to heal. It'll heal for a lot more than just regular. Let's see. We're gonna throw on 2 points into, I want to say computer use, but I also want to say security. Persuade could be useful. repair is also a little useful too. Put in a point in security. That way I can open up doors and chests with a little more ease, hopefully. Alright, feats. Feats is allow you to use special items like heavy armor or implants. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game, and some feats are used during combat. Check that description for details on a specific feat. So it'll also tell you after you click off that message, you have been granted the following feats this level. For instance, soldier can wear heavy armor, light armor, medium armor. He has power attack, power blast, weapon proficiency, blaster pistol, which will give him modifiers to his blaster skills while holding a blaster. He has that for blaster rifle, so while he's holding a rifle, he gets a bonus. While heavy weapons as well. There are some heavier blasters you can carry around, and melee weapons. And that pretty much only goes for swords. It does not count lightsabers, because I think there's one for lightsabers as well. So you can go down and scroll through this whole list. There's a lot of different skills, and read through them on the right side on what do you want to do. Pretty much all these proficiency ones you already get at the beginning. Those are just basic training and how to use those. Anything further you do will add bonus damage or bonus attack to those weapons. If you do the bonus attack, that'll pretty much guarantee that, or help guarantee that you're gonna hit that target. Now the damage is gonna be the actual damage that hits them. Some of these also at the bottom, like you might look at just all those and be like, okay, that's done. But there is some down here, toughness, which will give you extra health point every time you level up, and it is retroactive for levels previous game. So you don't have to get this one right now or anytime during the beginning of the game. You can get it later on if you feel you need more health. It will pretty much tremendously boost your health if you do it later on, as opposed to early on in the game. If you feel you need more health, I'd say go get this skill. It'll help, especially if you get the upgraded versions. As you level up, character will be very resilient. This feat subtracts 2 points from any damage suffered, and you retain the +1 vitality point per level. Then the last level of that, which you can get at level 8, character is further fortified against damage. You gain an additional 1 vitality point every level up, and that is in addition to the first vitality point you get per level up from the original toughness here, and then and the 2-point physical damage resistance granted from the second level. And then also you have skills here for dueling, pretty much for using just a single one-handed weapon. There is also, I believe, a skill for using dual wield to, two-weapon fighting. Here we go. That's for anything that's double-bladed or anything that you have in both hands. It'll help get rid of the penalty you usually get from putting a weapon in both hands. I think it goes for blasters as well. as well as it does for swords. And implants is another thing I wanted to touch on here. Implants pretty much make it so that you can have more bonuses to your character. You can only have one implant on your character at any time. Scouts get this feat for free at the first level, but pretty much it'll give you a variety of effects. Each level of it you get will let you get even higher level implants you could put on your character. And they'll be even more powerful. And scouts seem to get this for free at all levels. So just keep that in mind if you do play a scout, or want to play a scout. Other than that, a lot of these are just attack skills like sniper shot, rapid shot. Some of these are passive, like this one will provide a bonus to saving throws. There's stuff for computer and skill checks, which is nice to have. But for myself, I only have one feat to choose when I'm starting. So you do want to kind of be conscious of what decisions you make in here. You won't get all the feats in the entire game on your character. So you gotta kind of plan ahead and see what feats you want to get. Which right now this is all you can see, but later on when you get the force and your lightsaber, you'll have even more feats to choose from, such as force abilities like force lightning and other stuff like that. For now, I'm going to do 2-weapon fighting. Oh, whoops, pressed the wrong button. Make sure you press the right button. On Xbox, it is press X to add or remove feat. You can't remove anything you already got for free or that you put on from previous levels, just anything you put on personally. You can also put it to recommended, and in future level ups you can have it just automatically disperse your stats and skills however it recommendedly does, which is totally up to you if you want to play like that. But let's see, you could also do random names on here too if you wanted to, or you can create your own. There's an international keyboard on here. Don't know if you exactly want that or not, but that's totally up to you. For me, I'm just gonna do this. Got the capital letters up top here, lowercase on bottom. Let's see. Oh, wrong thing. Delete. There we go. And then you gotta go down, and play.